What is going on, everybody? My name is Nick, and I think that because the full lineup for this brand new girl group from Jellyfish Entertainment has been announced, that I think that this is the appropriate time to actually kind of talk about this, because for me personally right now, this group is one of the groups that I'm super excited for to make their debut. Over maybe the last year or so, I'm more excited for this group than any other group that has come out. So let's kind of talk about why. And of course, the name of this group initially was going to be, I guess, GX9, which I mean, K-pop group names are kind of dumb a lot of the times anyway, but I guess people didn't like GX9, and so they're like, change the name Jellyfish or whatever. And so Jellyfish is like, okay, we're gonna change the name, and then they get something in Korean, which I think is just stupid. But I guess the meaning of it in Korean is kind of more important than what it sounds like, if that makes any sense, which I don't know what it means. So there's that. But as you probably know, there are 3 out of the 9 members in this group are former contestants on Produce 101. I think a couple of them, maybe at least 2 of them or something like that, made it to the final, made it basically into IOI. And so that just basically means that this group is going to have at least 1 or 2 or a million extra fans that they probably wouldn't otherwise have. They're going to have a little bit more attention because they've got the fans of those people from that show who are going to be following in. They are interested in what they're going to be doing. They've got that aspect from it. And then you kind of combine the fact that this is the sister group to VIX, and VIX is a pretty massively popular group as well, and I'm sure that a lot of those people are going to be really interested in what this group is going to do and just support them, being from the same company and all, the solidarity kind of thing. And I mean, this group, it has the potential to, I mean, regardless of what the music is, as whether it's good music or bad music or just whatever kind of music, that they have there's a massive amount of potential for them to have a really strong and successful debut. And that's awesome. Of course, like I said, this is the first ever girl group from Jellyfish Entertainment. VIX is basically the first idol group, the only idol group that Jellyfish Entertainment has ever had. They're mainly a company with actors, and they've got a decent amount of soloists as well. So it's a really exciting moment in history for the company as well, to see this thing in a brand new, I guess, business venture for them, develop, and then for them to start that whole down that path is definitely really cool thing to be around as it kicks off. So, and I think that as far as company wise too, Jellyfish Entertainment is a really well run company. They definitely kind of held off on debuting a girl group or another group in general to promote and to have to put resources into promoting and developing alongside VIX, because splitting your attention between 2 different groups is not the best, is not beneficial for both of them, right? It's going to take away from both groups. They're not going to be as good as they possibly could. So Jellyfish, it's we got our solo artists, they're doing well. The actors, they're doing their thing, they're doing really well. VIX is a thing, and they've built VIX up to be really popular and just unique, and they've got their own special spot in K-pop right now. They got a very strong fan base, and that's really cool. So VIX is pretty well established. They're not going anywhere ever, unless there's some sort of personal problems or another scandal that comes up. But Jellyfish held off on putting out another group, which they definitely could have done that. There's a lot of other companies that debut a couple groups when they're probably not even able to manage more than one, or barely manage one group, just for the pure fact of the potential payday that's involved in getting out as many K-pop releases and groups as you possibly can. So that is good. And of course, like I said, this group is going to be pretty well supported from Jellyfish. They have to be pretty financially stable, and they have whoever draws up the business plan for this company, I think is really good and has a really good solid vision and I guess foundation and basis in what the reality of the company can actually support. So they're set up, right? They've got that. They're gonna have that fan support, and they're gonna have the just strong business support from their company to just promote them really well, and they're just gonna have a really strong debut. They're gonna be set to have a really good career, you know. And of course the only question really is like, what exactly is their music going to be like? And judging by what the images are from the member reveal stuff, it's not going to be really anything like what I was hoping it was going to be, which is it was going to be something similar to VIX. Like, I was really hoping that we were going to get a group that's going to, you know, kind of carry on that VIX attitude with it, you know, that dark and grim kind of style that they've had with their over the last 3 years, basically. I was really, you know, hoping that they're going to do that, but it looks like they're going to start, you know, kind of like in the typical girl group kind of thing. They're going to be, you know, a bit cute and stuff, and, you know, that's perfectly fine. I don't, like, honestly, for me personally, the genre doesn't specifically matter. Like, that cute thing doesn't really, you know, sit too well with me. It's not like my favorite thing ever. But the thing is, though, that a lot of the groups or a lot of companies that put out that kind of music put out stuff that is like, you know, your generic, you know, girly stuff, which is like, it's not like it's bad music, it just isn't anything that's particularly impressive. So I think that Jellyfish is going to put out something that, even though it fits into that one kind of genre and style that I don't particularly like, it's going to be really well produced and well made, and just in general the overall product that they're going to have is really great. And, you know, of course that's going to mean that I'm going to like it, because, you know, even if it's not my genre, if it's a really well done song, if it's a good product, then I'm going to like it. And, you know, that just means that, you know, they've got the two factors, the fan support, the business support, and they're going to have a good, well produced product. And that means that their debut song is, their debut release is going to be just phenomenally, you know, successful, and it's going to be really great. You know, and then going along with that, I was hoping for like that one of those dark kind of concepts is with the fact that 4 Minute is gone, 21 essentially doesn't exist anymore at the moment, as far as a lot of people are concerned. You know, those were the two groups that are relatively well known. Well, not relatively. See, people are going to be mad when I said that probably, because, but you know, to an extent, 21's really popular. 4 Minute is mid-tier, something, high mid-tier, something. You know, they're you know, pretty well-known group too, of course. But those two groups, you know, were known for, you know, their, you know, style and attitude and genre, which is a bit different from the rest of the other, you know, girl groups that debuted around the time that they did. So, you know, they had that unique look and sound. I am hoping that maybe GX9 at some point, or this, whatever the name of this group actually is going to go in that direction and head towards, you know, what VIX is doing. I would really like that, because I really want to see another group that can pull off really good concepts like that, and do a really good job with, you know, bringing some of that attitude and swagger that girl groups don't have anymore. You know, they just don't have that style. And, you know, it might be because a lot of the ones that are, you know, actively promoting frequently are like new, so they haven't really reached that point in their career where they can do that, or that they're, you know, it's not like the natural progression. I don't specifically know, but I really would like to see, you know, this group get there sooner rather than later. And, you know, like I said, I'm really confident that this is going to be a really well done thing. It's going to be super successful. They're going to have the fan support, as I've said like a billion times already in this video. They're going to have the fan support. They're going to have the business support that is really solid. And Jellyfish is definitely going to give them, or, you know, produce a really good product for them to sell. And it just means that their debut is going to be great, and they're going to be set up for a really successful and awesome career, and I cannot wait for it. So I think that they're supposed to be debuting at the end of the month or something like that. The 28th, I think, is the date that I heard, or maybe it's July. I don't specifically know. I don't remember. I didn't even write it down. How bad is that? But anyway, there you go. That's it. Little random short ramble video, something or other, on this group. Like I said, I'm excited, and they're going to be super successful, and it's going to be a really awesome debut. So what do you think about this group? What are your thoughts on, you know, anything related to this? You know, let me know down over in the comments below, or if you really want to, you can hit me up over on social media, on Twitter and Facebook. All you gotta do is search MWKpop and you will find me. So before we end this video, I want to remind you, if you like this video, you want to see more in the future, don't forget to subscribe. I would super appreciate that. So that is going to be it for this video. As always, I want to thank you for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Goodbye. Tempo, you know, pop songs that have got people all sort of full of energy. Sometimes it's really just nice to bring it all down, relax, chill out, just listen to a nice ballad song, and then that's going to be it. It provides a really nice way to just basically end the album, a nice relaxing conclusion to